Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little bit of a haul and a little bit of a try-on haul. So recently the website BeautyBay had a sale and it was sort of like a crazy sale. A lot of items were really discounted, so I took the opportunity to order quite a few things and we are going to go through them today. This was going to be an unboxing haul and then I just got too impatient last night and I opened the box anyways. And then it was going to be sort of like even though I opened the box, I still wanted to do like an unboxing haul. And so I filmed that, but then I'm not really happy with how the footage came out. I just did that. I didn't like watch the footage, but it was so long. I was like, no, there's no chance I'm going to be able to edit this down to like a normal length video. So yeah, now I'm filming for the second time and I'm going to try the things on. And I didn't do that in my last video. I didn't even get to that part. That was why I was like, no, this is not gonna work. But so we are going to do that now and sort of go through the things that I got, and yeah, hope you enjoy it. I know a lot of you were interested in knowing what I got from the sale because I know a lot of you picked up things from the BeautyBay sale as well because yeah, it was kind of crazy. So yeah, let's go through the things I got, try them on, and then let me know down in the comments if you also ordered anything and if so, what you got, and yeah. Let's just get into it. So sadly, I think that BeautyBay might be selling out their Makeup Geek stock and that they won't carry them anymore. I don't know that for sure, but I think so because everything like under the Makeup Geek brand was on sale and for like super cheap. So I'm really sad about that because that is one of my favorite brands and I like to order it from BeautyBay because then I don't have to pay customs. So yeah, I'm sad about that, but I got quite a few things, so let's just go through them. So I got 3 blushes, or 3 of their blush pens. I already have 4 of them, but I got these 3. So I got this shade right here, which is called Promise Ring. And then I got, I think this one is XOXO. Yes, and this one is called Cherish. And so I got these 3 blushes, and from the swatches you can see that this one is super, or you can see it in the pan as well. This is super like baby pink, and then you have sort of more of like a coral shade and then more of like a neutral pink shade, and I think all of these could look stunning. I'm so happy I got these. These were discounted to, I think I paid like around $4 for each, which was a really good price, and because I knew I already liked the quality of them, I wanted to pick up more of them when they were on sale, and I thought that these would look good on my fair skin tone. So I got these 3 blushes as face products, and then I also got a palette. So they have this Flawlessly Ever After palette, and they have different shades. So this one is in the shade Fair Lady. So it comes in this sleeve right here, and then here is what this is what the palette looks like. So it's the same packaging as all of, I'm sorry it's already dirty, but it's the same packaging as all of their other products, and I really like this like gunmetal packaging. But here is what it looks like on the inside. So you have Radiant, which is this highlight right here, and then you have Betrayal, which is this sort of like a contouring shade, I think, on me. I thought it was a bronzer, but then I swatched them and it looks very cool tone, so it looks almost more like a contour, so I'm going to try use it as that. And then we have Amour, and then we also have Flirt right here. So Flirt is more of like a peachy shade, and then Amour is more of like a neutral, almost like a cool tone purpley shade. And I don't really have a blush like this in my collection, so I'm really excited to try this out. And yeah, we're going to apply this right now, I think, because I want to start assembling my face because I'm looking a bit weird. So yeah, let's just try this on. Let's just start with a contour brush. This is the Luxie 512 small contouring brush, and let's just take the shade Betrayal right here. And I'm just gonna put this into the hollows of my cheek. So it looks very like light in the pan, but it's definitely very pigmented and it shows up a lot more than I thought it would. So I'm very excited about that because when I first opened it I was like, I think that might be too light for me, but now like using it I think it's actually kind of perfect, and I think I could use it as like a contouring shade and maybe even a little bit as like a bronzer shade. It looks really intense on camera. Yeah, my bronzer looks really intense as well. I don't think it looks that intense on like in the mirror, but yeah, I apply that here, so can you see a difference? And I like to blend it upwards into my bronzer. It's actually funny because I did my makeup, I'm sorry if you can hear the buses outside, but I actually did my makeup to do this try on haul, and then I forgot that I bought this, or like that this shade, wait, poked it, but I forgot that this shade was in here, so I applied bronzer because I thought it was a bronzer, but now swatching it, it's more of like a contouring shade, and then I was like, oh perfect, I can use that. I don't really, I never contour my cheeks, except for now, because I think it looks very intense on my like bone structure, but I do usually contour my nose, so let's try, or like, not usually, I do that sometimes, so let's try and use it as a nose contour as well. I usually just stipple like this to get sort of the line I want, and then I take the other side of the brush that does not have any product on it, and then I sort of go over it to sort of blend it out. Okay, so let's apply one of the blushes. So I think I'm gonna go with a more summer shade. This is more of like a fall winter shade in my opinion, so let's go with this one. As I said, that was in the shade Flirt, and I'm taking a Luxie 504 large angle brush. It's definitely pigmented, but like I really like an intense blush, so I go in with quite a bit of product from the beginning, and then I just blend it out like this, sort of circular motions all over my cheeks, because I like to get it, like before I used to abide by the rule like you should take like 2 fingers next to your nose, and then your blush should not come in further than that, but I think it looks sort of more neutral, more natural if you have it like here on your cheeks, because that's where you get flushed naturally. So I'm gonna take a little bit more here on the inside of my cheek, and I used to do that until I was watching like Emily Noel, and she always pulls her blush really far in, and it just looks very stunning on her. So I think that looks really pretty. So let's take a highlighting brush and then go into the shade right here. I think this looks really dark, like in a swatch as well. It looks really dark to be in like a fair, sorry you can see everything. I'm gonna do like this. Okay, I think it looks very dark to be like a fair. If I do like this on my, like I have this swatch right here, I don't know if you can tell, but it's definitely like darker than my skin tone. So, but let's try it on. It might look better once it's on my cheeks. I think it looks very natural on my cheeks. It doesn't look like too dark. It's definitely darker than what I'm used to using as a highlighting shade. But I'm very happy because I don't have like a palette that has everything in it, like blush, bronzer, or like contouring. Because I think I could maybe make it work as a bronzer and a highlight. So I'm very excited to have this, and also because it has such a nice mirror. I think I can use it for like traveling, because I've become much more like low maintenance for traveling recently. Like ever since I started panning, I'm okay with just bringing like one highlighter, one bronzer, and yeah, basically only one blush as well. I think it looks nice on my nose as well, because that's like my, sometimes I can get away with a highlighter that is a little bit too dark on my cheekbones, but it looks weird on my nose. But I think this looks really good actually. What do you think? So those were the Makeup Geek face products that I picked up, and then I also picked up some eye products. So I did pick up a few of the sparklers. So I got the one in the shade Light Year, which is sort of like a white with a peachy pink reflect to it. I also got the shade Solstice, which is a sort of light turquoisey green. And then I also got the shade called Milky Way. And both Solstice and Light Year, they are more of a pigment than a glitter, because they are a bit different. I also have Martian and Nebula, and one other, I can't remember what that one is called, but Martian is the green one and Nebula is the purple one, and those are very glittery. And Milky Way is also super glittery. This is like a silver glitter with sort of like a rainbow reflect to it, and this is just like pure glitter in here, and it's also super messy. You got like these sifters with them that you could put in, because I don't have sifters on the others, but they are still like super messy. I don't know why they didn't put those in from the beginning, because they are super messy. But yeah, as I said, this is like pure glitter, and then these two are more of like a pigment. But yeah, I'm really excited to play around with these. The other ones that I already have in my collection, the 3 I already have, they are kind of dark. So I'm super excited to play around with these more like lighter shades and see how they work. And yeah, I'm super excited about those. And then I also picked up one of the duochrome pigments, and this is in the shade Sugar Rush, and this is super pretty as well. I'm going to swatch this on camera because I feel like you couldn't pick up on the how beautiful it is in the swatch. But as I said, it's a duochrome pigment, and it's sort of switched, like it goes from pink to blue to, I don't know if you will be able to tell, but it goes from like pink and then to green and then to blue, and it's like so stunning. I'm so happy that I picked up this one, and I think it will look stunning, sort of like an inner corner highlight, or like on top of a dark base, or like everywhere, because it's so pretty. So I'm super excited I picked up that one. So I got those, and then I also got an eyeshadow. So I also got this Ice Queen, and this is just sort of like a white with a little bit of a sheen to it, and I think I could use this one as an highlighter as well if I want to. Like on my face, because it doesn't have like a super pigmented base. But why I got it was because I thought I could use it as an inner corner highlight, because even though I have like a ton of singles in my collection, I don't really have like a good inner corner highlight, so that's why I picked this one up, and I think that could look stunning, and it was super inexpensive. So yeah, those were the things I got from Makeup Geek. And then I got one thing that was not on sale, and this is the Zoeva Brow Spectrum palette. So I paid full price for this, but it's very inexpensive as well. I have been doing makeup on others more this year than I have been previously, and I've been just lacking brow products. And I've also been saying in my videos, like for the past 6 months or so, that I want to try to use more powders in my eyebrows, so that's why I picked up this one. But in here you have 9 shades, so you don't have a mirror, you just have the packaging right here. And then you have 9 shades. So you have one matte highlight, which is the one down here, and then you have 2 shimmer highlights, one that is more like golden and one that is more champagne, and then you have 6 sort of eyebrow powders. So you have a very light taupe, and then you have a very light, more of like a warm tone, so if you have more of like a strawberry blonde maybe, and then you have like 3 browns that are different undertones, and then you have one really dark brown powder here. So I'm super excited to try this out, so let's just do it. For powders, I like to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills like eyebrow brush in number 14. For pomades, I like to use the one in number 12. This is, I need to buy a new one, but this one is number 12, and then I like the 14 more for powders. So as I said, let's just try it on. I'm first just gonna brush out my eyebrows. I might just do one on camera, because it might take too long. But yeah, let's just go with, I'm gonna go with this shade right here and try that one first. I think the lighter shades will be too light for me, and I feel like this might, because it's not like super cool tone and I have sort of warm toned hair, so let's try that one. I'm gonna need a mirror to be closer to me, so you are going to have to see it in frame, unfortunately. Maybe I should zoom in a bit. We're ready. So let's just go in. So I like to start by doing sort of like hair-like strokes here in the beginning of the eyebrow, like that, and then I pick up some more product, and then I fill in the tail. mom called, but I'm just gonna continue filling in my tail right here. And I like the edges to be kind of sharp, so that's why I like a thin brush like this, where I can just do like the outline very thin and, yes, as I said, sharp and like straight. I'm just gonna build up the arch a little bit right here. Something like that. I think I need to like cut the eyebrow hairs right here in the front because it's too thick right here, and I can't like brush them upwards because it's just, yeah, too thick. But yeah, for now we're just gonna brush them sort of to the side like this. And yeah, I'm gonna do my other eyebrow and then I will be right back. Okay, so first impression, it's like the only brow powder that I have used for my eyebrows recently is the Mercury shade from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture palette. And it's definitely not as pigmented as that one. And I thought that one was very easy to use just because it was so pigmented. But I still like the result. I think this is a good shade for me, like this one right here. So yeah, so far so good. I can definitely see myself using this like on others as well. And I think it's a really good like brow powder to have. It's more pigmented than the one from Makeup Store that I also have, but it's less pigmented than the eyeshadow in the Subculture palette. But yeah, so far so good. Okay, so now we're gone through all of the Makeup Geek things, and then we have gone through the brow palette, and then I also have some things from Cover FX and some things from Revolution Pro, so, and Makeup Revolution. So let's start, just because we're on the brows, let's start with this Makeup Revolution Brow Pomade. I also picked up this one. I have been talking about this one. This is in the shade Medium Brown. And I have heard both good and bad things about this one, so I'm not like super sure what I think about this one. But I have been saying, as I said, that I want to play around more with powders, but I don't want to use that while I still have a dip brow, like Anastasia Beverly Hills dip brow open, just because that one is like expensive and I don't want that to dry out before I get the chance to use it up. And I'm more than halfway through that one, so I don't think I will, like, I won't have that one for too long. Like, it takes a long time to use up a like brow pomade, but yeah, I still have made quite a bit of progress on that one, so I decided to pick this one up because when I'm going to be dabbling into powders, I still want a pomade because that's my preferred way to do my eyebrows, and for me that's the quickest way. But I decided to go with something less expensive, and as I said, this is in the shade Medium Brown. And here is what that one looks like. So I didn't want to use it today just because, yeah, I don't want to start using it and like poking it and drying it up. And I wanted to use the brow palette, but this is what that one looks like. So you will be hearing my opinion on this like later on my channel. And then I also picked up some things from the line Revolution Pro. So it's still like the Makeup Revolution brand-ish, but it's from the Revolution Pro brand or line. And I picked up these three like Pro Pigments, I think they're called. Pigment Pomade, yeah, just Pigment Pomade. And so I picked up 3 shades. So I got the shade Lemon Yellow, and then I also got the shade Burgundy Red, and then I got the shade White. So Lemon Yellow is just like a yellow shade, and this one is actually surprisingly pigmented. I can't really put my finger on like the feel of the formula. It's very like thick and dry, but it still does not feel like a gel liner. But I did try this one with a brush just on my hand. Let me show you. If I take like an angle brush like this, and then I just go into the pomade, and then just do a line on my hand. Can you see that? Okay, you can't see it. But I think like the line looks really good and really pigmented, and it's definitely something I can, like, from the feeling of just putting the brush in and then just drawing a line, it feels like I can use it as a liner, like a gel liner. So that is the yellow one. And then I also have the white one, and this one is in the shade Paper White. And this one looks like this, so it has already cracked a bit, which makes me a bit worried. But this one is not at all as pigmented as the yellow one. It's the same sort of formula, maybe a little bit more creamy, but it's not as pigmented, so you can still see like skin through. But I have no idea how I'm going to use these, so if you know, please let me know down in the comments like how you would use these. But this is the white, and I thought I might use it as like an eyeshadow base if I'm using like pastel shades and stuff, or if I want them to sort of stand out. And then, as I said, I also got the shade Burgundy Red, and this one is more patchy than the others and a little bit more creamy. But I still like took the brush and dipped into the pomade. Now I still had some yellow on the brush, but if I do like a line right here, I feel like that is totally doable to do like as a wing liner, and hopefully it looks good on top of other things as well. So yeah, that is the one in Burgundy Red, and that was everything I got. No, I forgot. I got two things from Cover FX as well. I got these shimmer veils. So Rebecca has been raving about these, saying that they're really good, and I know a long time ago she picked up two because it was like buy one get one half off or something like that, or buy one get one for free. So she picked more of them up, and she's been raving about them, or saying that they are not, maybe not raving, but she's been saying that they are really good. So I picked up two of the colors, and I picked up Mercury, which is this one, and then I also picked up Gilded, which is the more golden one, and Mercury is more of like a silvery cool tone shade. So these are much more liquidy than the other liquid eyeshadows in my collection, and much more thin, but I think that might be good because they might not be as flaky as the others. So I'm really excited to be playing around with these ones as well. I'm not sure, I will put eyeshadow and at least some of these products on in this video, but I don't know which yet. So I'm going to think about that for a while, and then I will be back and we will sort of put on, I might put on some eyeshadow because I didn't buy any eyeshadow in this haul, and if I don't use, I don't know. I'm gonna be right back. Okay, I'm back, and this is what we ended up with. So not my best work, but I thought instead of, or I find it really hard to like play around on camera. So instead of doing that, I did that off camera, or like I didn't do it off camera. I filmed it, but I wasn't talking, and then I'm going to walk you through it instead. So I started out by priming my eyes with the MAC Painterly Paint Pot, and then I set that with a powder that is close to my skin tone. And then I took the white Revolution Pro Pigment in Paper White, and then I put that sort of all over my lid, which turned out a bit funky. So I don't think that is the best way to use it. It turned out, for some reason, it turned out better on this eye. But it was a little bit funky on this eye, so that might not be the best way to use it. But that is what I did today. So I took that, and then I went in with two eyeshadows from Colored Rain. So I took Splash and Crushing, and I put those sort of on my outer and in the corner up into my crease, and then I sort of blended them out. And then first I just took the sparkler that I got in this haul. I took that and just with a brush and just patted that on top, because of the base underneath, the white base was still a bit tacky. And I mean, it worked, but it wasn't like very intense. So then I took the NYX glitter primer, and then I sort of patted that in the center of my eye, and then I took the same brush and I took the sparkler and I put that all over sort of the center of my eye. And then I also took a little bit of red in the outer corner, just to deepen it up a tiny bit, but you can't really tell. So I didn't even do that on this eye, just because you couldn't tell when the look was done. And so then I took the primer again. I also I did the same on my lower lash line as I did on the top lash line. But in the footage you will see that I only took the two like coral shades underneath my eyes, and then off camera I took a little bit of this glitter glue and I put that sort of underneath, and then I put the sparkler on top of that. But then on my inner corner I also took the glitter primer, and then I took the sparkler in light gear, like the pinky white one, and then I put that on my inner corner as an inner corner highlight, and I like the way that turned out. And then I wanted to play around with more of the pigment pomades. So I also took the shade Burgundy Red and I did a wing with that one. I hope you can see. I did a wing, and then I was actually really happy with how that came out, and like now I want all of these, because I was a bit like hesitant about this one because I didn't think the formula would be that good, but I think from like swatching the yellow one, I think this will be really nice as like a liner and in my waterline, but I was hesitant about this one, but this one works so well. Like it dries down, so it looks really nice, and like you don't have to set it with an eyeshadow because it dries down. So I put that as a liner, and then I also put it in my waterline just because I wanted to try it out, and it works so good. So now I want all of them, but they only have the black one on the BeautyBay website, so I might have to go on like the Revolution Beauty website and then order the other ones because they are on sale on the Revolution Beauty. So yeah, we'll see if I do that, but so far like they look really good, and they are definitely like inexpensive. So yeah, that's what I did, and then I just applied some unicorn lashes in the style Forget Me Not, and on lipstick on my teeth, but on my lips I'm wearing Velvet Teddy by MAC, and then I have a Baby Doll by Sleek just laid on top because I'm panning those, so that's why I wanted to use those. But yeah, that is the look I did. So that is the haul. So far, like, I'm really impressed by these. I love the sparklers. It's not my best look, definitely not. Yeah, I tried this look like yesterday. I did a look similar to this, and I'm pretty sure that when I edit I will be so unhappy with the blending in this look and think that the lines are too sharp. But yeah, we're just gonna live with that today, and I'm just gonna practice more, and hopefully I can do like a tutorial or something in the future and it will be better, so stay tuned for that, hopefully. But yeah, so far I'm so happy with everything that I got in my haul. Nothing has been a dud like so far. I haven't tried these on my eyes at all, and I think like everything else I have sort of tried it in this haul or tried the formula. I have never tried the pigment, so I'm definitely excited to try that out as well, and hopefully I will be able to update you in the future what I think about this product. But yeah, as products. But yeah, as I said, that was it for this haul. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like hauls. I'm going to do another haul, or if you guys like this video, I'm going to do another one as well with some things that I order off of Cult Beauty. So there will also be some things that were in my makeup wish list back in March will also be in that haul, so stay tuned for that. I also got the new Huda Beauty, like the green neon, like the neon palette, the green one. So yeah, I'm super excited about that one, and I think actually I just got like a notification that I can pick it up on like my postal office, so I'm going to do that. And please consider subscribing if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!